Hey guys, welcome back. USA, the Philippines Life Channel, just coming at you today with a little follow-up video, informational, more or less. Last video, my wife was kind enough to join us, and we talked a little bit about how we got together. And we're sharing what we're sharing, basically, because we know there's a lot of we have some friends that are. You know, chatting with others in other countries, and they're interested in how we went about getting together, and obviously it was successful. So just to follow up on the last video, now that you've had your online relationship, you did your video dating, uh, your Skype time, all that went well. You had your meeting, and now you want to take it to the next level, and you ask your girlfriend or boyfriend to marry you, and they say yes. And so, what's the next step? Well, in our case, uh, being that it was the Philippines, which is if you marry in the Philippines, it's recognized by the United States. So we opted for that route. So there's two ways of doing it that I know of. There's probably more, but the two most popular ones, mostly everybody knows the K1 visa because of the TV show 90 Day Fiance, and that's just what it is. You petition the U.S. Government to have your fiance come in under the agreement that within 90 days you're going to marry. In our case, the CR1 spousal visa is because we were already married. The difference between the two, I think it's quicker to actually get the person into the U.S. The K1, I heard, is a little quicker, but it's a two-parter. Meaning you go through the process of getting them here, plan your wedding, get married, and then you've got to go through another step to get the permanent resident card. With the CR1 visa that we did, that comes with the permanent resident card upon their arrival in the U.S. So you omit a step if you're able to marry overseas. Now, I know a lot of people have family here in the States and they want to get married and have their family there. In my case, I really don't have much family left. I'm early 50s. Most of my family, whatever family's left, is all around the United States. Is everybody kind of left the area here. I'm the last lone survivor here in the New York area. So we opted to have the wedding in the Philippines, which was awesome because my wife's family was able to be there, and it was great having them there. And they're wonderful people. Very blessed to have a great wife and a wonderful new family that comes along with it. So that was for us a wonderful thing. And again, that might be a deciding factor for many people, whether they want to have the wedding here in the States or not. But for us, it worked out, and we did it overseas. And then when I came back to the U.S. after the wedding, I was there about 3 weeks. So it took around almost all 3 weeks for us to process the paperwork from the wedding in the Philippines, because that's part of it. You need to process that paperwork because you need some of that paperwork in order to come back and process the CR1 visa, which we opted for an attorney to assist us with that. I recommend using an attorney if you have the means, but you can't do it yourself. So when we got back, connected with my attorney, and we started the process. It took about a year. It took about a year to get her here. Upon her arrival here in the States, we had to register her online, and had to pay another fee to get her permanent residency card mailed, which they mailed. It came very quick. And that's how that goes down. And again, if you go the K1 visa, you got to go through that whole process, have your wedding, and then you got to go through the process that I went through to change the status to get that green card. So, you know, you have to weigh it out. It's quicker to get them here, but you have to go through double. My attorney had said to me that I went more favorable route as far as legwork that I have to do and have an attorney do, you know, in processing things. So I wanted to share that with you guys, just as a follow-up. If there's guys and gals out there that are contemplating you know, an international relationship, dating, online dating, you know, how do you do it? I know it's you know, if you're not familiar with how it works, and you see there's a lot of couples like my wife and I on YouTube, you know, and people wonder, how do you do it? You know, it's got to be complicated. You know, and it's just a step-by-step thing. Don't let it overwhelm you. Don't let it scare you. It's doable, but it has to be right, and you just have to feel confident. If you don't feel confident financially, you're not ready financially, just wait. Just you know, take your time. Continue your communications and getting to know each other, and don't rush. Don't rush at all. Generally, you know, if you're in a, you know, online dating, doing the video calls with someone, and you get any idea, feeling that they're like rushing you, that's definitely a red flag. So you don't want to feel rushed ever. It should be a very comfortable thing, just as it would be if you were dating someone local. So just wanted to share that, and in case anybody has any questions, obviously you can leave them in a comment. I'd be glad to answer your questions. We'd love to see any comments on any of our videos. But I'm glad you stopped by today. Don't forget to click like and subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to be coming back. Hopefully, my wife will be not hopefully, definitely she'll be joining me again, and we'll be doing some great videos together. And we're hoping that the travel situation over in the Philippines eases up. I don't know. I watch the news every day with that, and it's like a roller coaster ride. It's just the stories just changes. I mean, my wife and I are healthcare workers. We're fully vaccinated, so we were kind of hoping that green lane would open up and we'd be able to get back for a visit. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like that's going to happen anytime soon. So we hope that it changes, because we're really looking forward to taking this vlog thing on the road and bringing you guys with us on our next trip to the Philippines. So stay tuned for that, and in between now and then we'll continue to bring you some of our story, how we got together. We'll talk about some other great things, and I know my wife has some videos planned that she's going to make for the ladies specifically. So I look forward to seeing her do that. But again, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye. God bless.